Today, we're bringing you 7 Star Wars gadgets in real life. Better stick around for number 1, because you'll be blown away by these real-life battle droids. What's up, tech heads, and welcome to another episode of TechJoint. Sci-fi in Star Wars has always been ahead of its time, trying to predict a future where unbelievably cool gadgets and tools would exist. We've all oohed and awed at the high-tech gadgets sprinkled all over the Star Wars universe. Turns out, some of that tech can actually be found in the real world too. From real-life lightsabers to functional landspeeders, we're giving you a rundown of 7 Star Wars gadgets that are like the real thing. Before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest and greatest from the tech world. Let's get into it. Number 7. Real-life propane lightsaber. YouTube personality and engineer James Hobson has finally created something the movie nerds have always dreamed of. He has created a functional and deadly lightsaber fit for a real Jedi. Everyone has been trying to make a real lightsaber, but only have succeeded so far in achieving a similar look by using non-retractable metal tubes and light. Basically, things have always sort of looked like flashlights. But finally, James demonstrated how he managed to manufacture a weapon that was previously thought to only be movie magic, using laser engineering principles. A tank of propane mixed with oxygen is used to power the weapon. It mimics protosabers basically, and relies on a backpack to carry its power source. It has a crude power source, but still burns 5 times hotter than a commercial oven, and even changes colors. Using different salts, the blade can change color from green to blue to yellow to red and even amber. It is an extremely deadly weapon though, because it not only can heat up to an impossibly high temperatures, but it is also very sharp. In a demonstration, it was shown to cut through just about any and everything. Even a 1/4-inch thick steel plate was no match for the lightsaber, as it easily cut it into pieces. It is impossible to say what Hobson does with his new invention moving forward though. It uses a lot of fuel right now, and may not be ready for any commercial sales. It uses too much petrol, and also does need to have longer lasting mobile tanks desperately. For now though, it is the closest thing we have to an in real life lightsaber. Now only if it could also parry lasers. Number 6. Darth Vader working Force Glove. Every kid wanted to move people and objects around like Darth Vader did in the movies. Little did we know that all we needed to do this was a Force Glove. The Force Glove is a part of Uncle Milton's line of Star Wars science gadgets. It is designed to basically teach kids about science through the story of Star Wars. It grants the wearer an ability to move objects without even touching them. It might sound magical and Jedi, but it is actually done through a magnet attached to the palm of the glove. One side of the magnet is embossed with the Imperial crest, and the other with a logo of the Rebel Alliance. You can either push or pull an object, depending on where you place the magnet. This is a great gadget, and if you have kids, they would absolutely love it. Number 5. Landspeeders. Okay, so moving on from the science lesson. A less complicated mode of transport featured in Star Wars is very close to happening. A number of different firms are currently in the process of creating a working version of landspeeders, as they were known and depicted in the films. There are companies such as Aerofex, a California-based startup that has developed the Aero X vehicle, which is described as a high-speed hovercraft that rides like a real motorcycle. It can fly at a speed of 45 miles per hour or 72 kilometers per hour and up to 10 feet or 3 meters. For speed merchants, a UK-based company called Malloy Aeronautics has a HOVERBIKE, which is estimated to reach speeds of more than 170 miles per hour or 274 kilometers per hour. These are speeds of a helicopter. Both these products use gasoline, but if you're an environmentally conscious Star Wars fan, then maybe you could soon have futuristic transportation alternatives from Bay Zoltan. It has created an electric battery-powered tricopter, which is called the Flyke. Sadly, all 3 vehicles are still in the design phase as of this video's release. Number 4. 3D chess. In the original film, Chewie and C-3PO play a game of 3D chess. It looked so cool, and all the nerds wanted to mimic that. In 2010, that became a reality, with Sony creating a PlayStation game called the iPad. It allowed players to interact with animated characters, and it was an augmented reality game. The cool system consisted of a camera that captured player movements and showed it on a live feed on a TV screen. It was great, and always reminded of that chess game in the movies. With great leaps and bounds in AR technology, we are very close to achieving actual 3D chess now. Tilt 5, a startup, has raised $7.5 million already to build its augmented reality glasses and game board. It will allow us to transform our dining tables into chess tables, and we can play without worrying about actually knocking over any of the pieces on the board. An embedded camera system tracks physical movements like hands and game pieces, and then blends them with the virtual pieces. With production ramping up and its popularity increasing, Tilt 5 might just be the addition we needed to truly kick off the 3D chess craze. Number 3. HOVERBIKES. Who didn't see the Star Wars movies and instantly fall in love with the HOVERBIKES being used to zip around planets? It was awe-inspiring, magical, and simply cool. Well, there is a San Jose-based company called HoverSurf, which might be here to make your dreams into a reality. At first glance, it might look like an oversized drone with a seat. There are 4 twin blade rotors on the corners, all powered through electric motors. These allow the bike to achieve stunning speeds of 60 miles per hour. Joystick controls allow for vertical liftoff and landing abilities from any sort of standing parking spot. The company currently recommends not hovering above 16 feet though, but a pilot can adjust this to his or her own ability. It won't get you to and from work right now, but it is promising and offers plenty of juice to tool around your local park. It does not come cheap though, with a whopping $10,000 deposit, which allows for a custom build. Delivery takes about 3 to 6 months as well. Overall, this is the closest we have to the Star Wars HOVERBIKES. Another competitor in the market would be the Lazarus Scorpion LMV, which is unfortunately a little bit behind on the development phase of their hoverbike. Number 2. Mayo Armband. Ever wanted to move things like the Force? Well, look no further than the Mayo Armband, which uses gesture control like the Force. It uses a combination of motion sensors and lots of muscle activity sensors to track all gestures of the user. When you snap your fingers, for example, or wave your hand or point a finger, it translates all of that movement into a gesture based on the muscles that you used. There is an ARM processor and rechargeable batteries which power the armband. It communicates with devices around it using low Bluetooth energy. The Mayo team has also suggested that the armband be used to unleash people's inner Jedi. It could be used potentially for controlling your computer and flying quadcopters, and interface with iOS or Android devices, and even play video games. The potential seems to be only limited by what the developers can go on to create. The armband will automatically work with PC and Mac computers, and will enable control of popular activities, such as browsing the internet, media content, and watching videos. The gaming possibilities are also so intriguing. This tech is a must-have and will blow your mind. Number 1. Battle Droids. Droids were one of the most common gadgets in the Star Wars universe. Everyone simply loved R2-D2 and C-3PO, and countless others. These robots are personal servants, pilots, technicians, and even soldiers. Today, there are growing fields in which drones are actively playing a huge part, such as automated military drones and Google's driverless cars, as well as robotic surgical assistants. Robots have already competed in DARPA Robotics Challenge Finals. Droids are currently able to tackle complex challenges, including driving cars, opening doors, climbing steps, etc. Although these droids are nothing compared to how smart the Star Wars ones are, they're still semi-autonomous, which means that human control is still essential for the proper operation of droids on Earth. The hard part is currently artificial intelligence, because we are in a world where sensory input devices are very good and almost better than human ones. But having robots actually understand what they are doing is difficult. Closest thing we have to an actual Star Wars battle droid might be the Boston Dynamics Atlas. This humanoid is the most agile and dynamic droid mankind has produced thus far. It can do agile things such as jump steps, climb ropes, do acrobatics, etc. It nearly mimics human movement perfectly, and with a little work on the AI side of things, we could have our own C-3POs very soon. And those were the 7 Star Wars gadgets in real life. Which of these items made you geek out the most? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to TechJoint for more awesome videos just like this one. See you in the next one.